For 45 years, God has been writing stories here, stories of hope, redemption, and purpose, because every life is planned, designed by God, and built for purpose.
Went to Planned Parenthood. And so we're just going to watch like an 8-minute clip. And it just talks a little bit about our program and, what you're here for today. And she opened up the laptop and played that cartoon. And I don't remember it. I don't. The emotions that I felt were unexplainable. It was almost like an out of body experience. I I just remember sitting there thinking like, this is it, like this is how easy it is, you know? And I guess in my mind I was like, man, I want someone to talk me out of it. Because mind you, when I had an ultrasound at Planned Parenthood, I didn't look. So I hadn't seen, my baby. And that Wednesday before, I went and saw my grandmother and my grandpa. Um, I hadn't seen him in a while. My grandpa had just been diagnosed with cancer. So it was time to go over and visit anyway, but man, the reason why I went over there was really heavy. But they're big believers, and I knew that I needed it. And also, fun fact, July 4th, 2025 was the first time that I had prayed in probably 8 years. But that was the day I found out I was pregnant. My grandma said, well, before you make any decisions, have you heard about Ashland Pregnancy Center? I said, I've never heard of them before. She goes, sweetie, I can't tell you what to do. No one in your family can tell you what to do. You need an unbiased opinion. The next day I called and man, I didn't know. I was like, are you guys open? And like, yeah. And I was like, well, do I need an appointment? Like, I don't really know. And she goes, do you need to talk to someone? And that's what your receptionist said. And I said, I think I do. She goes, so you come on by and I'll let the girls know you're coming. I remember looking at the screen, doing the ultrasound, you were praying for me and just thinking, wow, like 10 fingers, 10 toes, you know. My mom came to pick me up and I just flip open this yellow folder that I had left here with, and it had ultrasound pictures, and it talked about breastfeeding, and it talked about baby bucks, and went over things with all these resources, WIC and job and family resources that, that there's help if I should need it. And I flipped open the folder and I looked at the ultrasound and I said, Mom, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. She goes, you don't know what? I was like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I can go to that appointment. I don't know. And she just put her hand on my knee and said, you don't have to. And I was like, but Mom, I don't have anything. I was like, I'm almost halfway.
To be able to make a difference in the lives of these men and women who need these resources and in many cases could not afford them. And it helps them to feel valued, seen, important.
He's a month old now and he's in the in-between stage, so he's not quite smiling yet. He is everything. Sometimes I feel guilt when I look at him now. I'm still fighting with the emotions that I had felt during my pregnancy of how could I ever picture this life without him, you know? So I fight with that. But I have to forgive myself because I know that he is so loved and he is so precious.
I think the main thing that makes Ashland Pregnancy Care Center different is that we pray for our clients, that we don't judge them. We just love them, and we try to meet the needs that they have with kindness, and just really try to be what Jesus calls us to be.
Jackie had told me about a boutique, and I was like, it's a church, not a boutique. What do you mean? There was a man sitting in there, and I had just kind of knocked on the glass door, and I was like, is there a store here? And he goes, oh, yeah, come on in. And he was just, open up the door, and he walked me down a couple flights of steps to the store. And to my surprise, it was bumping. There was a lot of moms down there, probably 3 or 4. And I was just in disbelief. I was like, wow, this is really cool.
I believe due to our donors' generosity, we are able to meet the needs of our clients in ways that go way above and beyond. We can offer car seats and new cribs, besides all the other diapers and clothes. And those things can't happen without generosity of the people in the community and our volunteers. Without them, we would be very limited of what we can do. So it takes a whole community, and we have one of the best communities to help at this ministry.
I think what's different about Kelsey is she's been so honest and transparent along this way, to just be honest about where she's at and how she's feeling and how we can come alongside her in this journey. She is such a beautiful young woman, and she's a great mother.
Even with all that's coming, and there's so much excitement, it's hard to even understand the doors that God is just throwing open and where we're going. Our job is to just follow one step at a time.
If there was someone who was struggling with making a decision, I would definitely send them here. It's arms wide open, unbiased, and that's how I felt. Looking back, it's hard to kind of compute the feelings that I was feeling, but I know that in the moment it was exactly what I needed. You know, I would tell people that the center does amazing things, and gosh, and it helped me. And like I said, the first time I had prayed in like 8 years was July 4th, 2025. And I don't think that that was by mistake. And the first thing I had when I walked through here, these doors, was someone praying for me and a hug. And that was way better treatment than what I got at Planned Parenthood. So I would definitely send someone here.